Hey, once again, this is James Cartier from Seabrook, South Carolina. As we know that usually whenever there's a storm, I do some reporting on how the storms affect us here in Seabrook and here in the low country of South Carolina, aka Beaufort, Bluffton, Hilton Head, etc. This time, as everybody's heard, we've got a pandemic, a global pandemic, which also affects us here in Seabrook. But here at our house, masks are optional because everyone's family. The other thing, according to Dr. Fauci this week, masks may not protect everybody, but goggles are essential. I'm gonna waive that today. Whew. No goggles, but hats are required. Mask, as I said, when you're on our farm, on our property, masks are optional as well. All right, that being said, today is August 3rd, 2020. Hurricane / tropical storm ISAIAS, ISAIAS, whatever. I'm gonna say, instead of ISAIAS, is TS, is ISAIAS even a TS, or tropical storm? Apparently it wasn't so bad. Weather predictors like myself anticipated a huge impact. Thankfully, the Lord protect us all, and it came within about 60 miles of us. Winds weren't that bad. It wasn't bad at all. I was actually able to take my nap undisturbed today, which was pretty nice. We did accountability for everybody this morning. Everything went well. All people were safe and accounted for and in their homes, safe. But as you can see, the property is still pretty good. No major impact per se. Unfortunately, we did take a little bit of damage around the house. It wasn't severe. It did take us a lot to do, a lot of preparation. Like all the other years, this year I elected not to, close in our back porch. It was more protect the chickens, the baby chickens, since we went with what do you call it? We're starting to do the breeding thing. Interesting thing though, with the storms and all that stuff, branches and everything weren't too bad. In the front, you'll see the impact here in a couple minutes. The deer blind, obviously it's hunting season. You can see it over there. The deer blind, we've got deer coming in. It's August 3rd, getting ready for the 15th, and then we can open up. Get ready for our building. We were going to have our building, but because of the threat of the storm, we didn't want our building to get blown away, so we bypassed that. I did actually go to the store and got gas for our generator. That was going to be essential because, as we know, a couple storms ago, what happened? We lost power for 9 days, and we aren't going to play that game again. As you can see, we were concerned with our babies, our baby chickens, them blowing away. Obviously, ISAIAS or whatever would take our little girls and just throw them around, thrash them around. We aren't going to play that game. There's our building. But one thing unique about today, the impact of ISAIAS, besides being able to get my nap in, we did come out and assess the damage. Tracy did point out to me that there were some branches that came down. You can see just past our first group of chickens. Those are our big girls. Just before the other set of chicken bushes, a branch came down. Another branch, if you look at the neighbor's house, another branch came down. And I'm like, okay, so not bad. We lost a couple limbs. Not bad at all. But with the new coop that I built, there was some leaking. We had the rain was blowing in. The girls' feathers, the baby's feathers were thrown around. So I ended up boarding up the back and put a tarp over the top of them just so we could try and keep them safe and dry. And then I look over, and obviously next to where my slab is in my building, a limb came down and nailed my tractor. So we did take some damage here. As I said, the storm came within 60 miles of us. That's the eye, the center of the eye. So if you meteorologically, if you look at it, it's about 30 miles from us. So we were very safe, and it's another one of those days. And you know, South Carolina, we've taken a lot of hits, and North Carolina, y'all have taken a lot, and we just very thankful for a safe storm to endure, even though it was mild impact. Not a big deal. You know, obviously we were concerned with flooding. They were talking about the flooding up in Charleston, where the breakwater was going over the wall and flooding the streets. We didn't necessarily face that. However, since behind my woods over here, about a quarter mile away, is our channel that runs out to the ocean. That is actually crested. We are up. So I noticed earlier this morning that was up. Obviously, I'm not going to go walk down there and show you, but just know that South Carolina did sustain a little bit, especially here in Seabrook with all the wind, and you can see it's blowing now. All right, you can see it. You know, we're starting to feel it. You can see kind of like the dark clouds over here. That's the rest of it, and it's starting to blow now. Got to keep my hat on. You see, even the chickens are like, hey, what's going on? So not as strong as a fix. I can feel it. I say we're not getting anything, and then it comes through. Other than that, woo, yep. But other than that, very good time. Everybody's safe. I didn't hear anything negative coming in from any of the staff, anybody on the team. But it's August 3rd. Tropical Storm ISAIAS. Is it a TS? Yeah, maybe a TS tropical storm. And it's expected to make impact just north of here. Charleston's getting a little bit, but we're thinking more like Myrtle Beach to our friends and family in North Carolina, somewhere up there. So I hope you all stay safe, and especially everybody else up the East Coast. Y'all take care, and I'll report back. Talk to you later.